It's been exactly 2 days since I set up my Pi Network AI trading bot on Pionex, and the results are actually insane. I wasn't planning on making a follow-up video on the trading bot's profits for at least a week, but the results have been so good after 2 days, and the Pi Network price is actually off the charts right now. I decided to make a quick update for you guys just to see how powerful some of these AI trading bots can be. So let's jump right in and take a quick look at Pi Network here. It is all the way up at $2.50, and a few hours earlier it was actually at $3. So this thing is actually going insane, and I don't think anyone expected this, including me. And I actually made some pretty bad mistakes on the bot while I was off camera that I'll go over later, but I could have made a lot more money than I did. So you can see earlier today, this went all the way up to $3 and then crashed significantly down to $2.50 and then is hovering right around that $2.50 mark. But you know, that volatility right there, those huge spikes is what makes these AI trading bots make a ton of money, and we definitely saw that today. I think the craziest thing about this Pi Network run is its price compared to Bitcoin. So if we take a look at the last 7 days, it's basically been all up from here, while the rest of the crypto market, including Bitcoin, has been all down. These two charts are like an exact inverse of each other, and it really just kind of blows my mind. I do think that this Pi Network price movement is kind of a fluke. I think a lot of people's coins are locked up, maybe a lot more than we thought originally, and that's what's kind of leading to there's not a lot of sell pressure because most people's coins are locked up, and therefore any buys are setting the price pretty high. One thing that's interesting though is that if you're mining Pi Network on your phone right now, you're making pretty good money. And if you're new to this channel, I'm always fully transparent with kind of how much I'm making from crypto mining. And I'm going to show you later today how much I'm making on my phone mining Pi Network, since about 170 of you guys used my referral link. Thank you from this video. If you don't know how to mine Pi Network, check out this video and use my code. It benefits both of us. But I'll show you exactly how much I'm making. And it's pretty crazy. It's actually like almost $20 a day with the Pi Network price like this. So this little phone app is now making more than my entire crypto mining farm, though I don't expect that to last. Okay, so let's jump right into the current profits of my bot right now, and then I'll show you kind of what it looked like historically and break down some of the transactions and things I could have done better. So here it is right here. You can see that our arbitrage APY, meaning the annual percentage that we can expect returned on our money, is 765%. Now, don't take this number at face value. It is extremely good, but it doesn't mean you're going to 8x your money in a year. Since this bot has only been running for 2 days, it's going to extrapolate how much money it's made in that 2 days over a year. And we can be pretty certain that Pi is not going to be going in these crazy swings across the whole year. So that 800% APY is not really realistic, but for the last 2 days it was, and it's made pretty good money. So we can see that our total arbitrage profit in USDT is $8, and that's 4% in 2 days. So basically we're making 2% on our money per day, which, like I said, don't expect that to last, but that just kind of shows the power of these bots. Now you will notice that in that video I made a $500 bot and I dropped it down to 200 USDT basically right after I made that video, because honestly I thought Pi was going to crash, and I didn't want to be holding on to a ton of Pi if it crashed way below my lower limit price. So I did drop it to 200, which was a bad mistake because I would have made a lot more money had I not done that, probably closer to like 150 bucks. So my total profit, meaning my APY profit and my profit from holding the coin, is $52. So I'm up 26% on my Pi. Now, something to think about, and actually in this situation, I probably would have been better off just holding my Pi and not creating this bot. And that's because as Pi has gone sort of parabolic over the last day or so, my bot is selling all along the way. And so I have less and less coins that are actually receiving that price appreciation, because basically my Pi holdings are getting less and less the more the price raises. And in fact, once Pi gets to my upper price range of $3, I won't have any Pi left. It'll have sold all of it into USDT. So that's something to think about. Now, where this bot does do really good is what we just looked at, is these huge volatility swings. So most people, if they didn't sell here, would have basically lost a lot of value when that tank happened. But for me, my bot was selling this whole way up, and then it bought all of that right back when we tanked back down. So basically I made a good amount of money on this peak and drop where most people wouldn't have. And especially if Pi drops back down to that kind of $2 range itself, then that will be where the bot was definitely worth it, because I can already cash out $8 USDT at this point. Let's take a look at some of these historical pictures of how my bot did the last few days. So this was right after I made it, 2 hours after I made it, and you can see it had already made its first transaction, and it was calculating our grid annualized as 168%. And then this was about 20 hours after that. You can see that our bot had traded 6 times, and we were pretty handsomely in the green here. We were still, our grid annualized was about 107%. And then this is where it starts to get crazy. So earlier today, about 4 hours ago, you can see the bot jumped up to 35 transactions and just 29 within the last day. And now our bot is all the way up to 316% annualized profit, and it already made $3. And then it keeps getting crazier from here. Then it was up to 49, and this is when Pi is making its run all the way up to $3. You can see the price was 2.7 right here. And then lastly, I took this picture about 2 hours ago, and we were all the way up to 84 transactions, and this is when Pi had dropped back down, and that was when we were showing 706% annualized. So this bot has been insane today, and that's mainly because of all the crazy price movement that we've been experiencing, which is why I wanted to set up this bot on Pi, because volatility is our friend, and this coin seems extremely volatile right now. So as I mentioned, our bot is basically going to be sold out of Pi at $3, and that used to seem like a conservative value yesterday. I didn't really think it was going to go to $3 that quick, but it's obviously already getting close to that. So one of the great things about these bots is that you can actually change the price range on the fly. So if you go to edit price range here, we can change our upper limit, and I'm going to make that, let's say, $4. And while I increase my upper limit, I may also increase the lower limit as well, and we'll change that to $1. So now our range is $3, but our upper limit is a little bit higher, and therefore if Pi crosses the $3 threshold, I'm still trading on it. And what this is going to do when we go to next step is it's actually going to be purchasing some Pi, because now that our upper limit is higher, I need to buy back some of that Pi. Now, it is nice that you can edit these bots, but when you edit the parameters like this, when they're kind of going against you, it is technically the same thing as buying high and selling low. So like in this case, you can see right here, the bot is going to buy about $30 worth of Pi when I submit this change. And since Pi is at $2.50, that's technically buying Pi at a higher price than I sold it at as the bot was increasing. So not necessarily a great strategy, but if you think the bot is going to continue to make 700% APR, then sometimes it does make sense to do this to keep the bot up and running. So I am going to go ahead and do this. We'll hit OK here, and the bot is going to automatically adjust. You can see it's going to trade this Pi, buy and sell where it needs to, in this case buy. And then once this is finished, we'll see that we have our new price range set, and we should have more Pi than we did earlier. So there you go. You can see our new range right here from 1 to 4. It still has our profits and all that. And one thing I'll also do, why not, is I will go ahead and release the profit on this bot. And you can see that I can go ahead and release $8, but actually I'm not going to do that, because I like to release all of my monthly profit at once on all of my bots on my monthly profit update video, which I do once a month at the end of the month. And you can see here, we're going to have a lot of bot profits this month. So I'm excited to do that video, and I'm actually not going to cash that out right now. So as always, I will have my referral link to Pionex down below. They are my favorite exchange, super low fees. These bots are awesome. They provide a lot of passive income. The security is actually pretty good, because you have to submit a face picture and basically identity verification anytime you want to send crypto off the app, which some people might think is a headache, but for me, it makes me a little more comfortable actually holding a decent amount of money on the exchange, because it's kind of a headache to get off, and it's a nice extra layer of security. So that code is Modern Mining for anyone who's interested, and I believe that Pionex offers some sort of referral bonus for anyone who uses that code, so definitely check it out. So as I mentioned earlier, if you don't know anything about mining Pi, check out the video that's linked in the description below and the pinned comment. That's how I walk over basically how to download this app and do the mining. It's super simple, and I have a referral code for that one as well, and that one definitely benefits both of us if you use it, and I'm about to show you why. So the more people you refer or use their referral link, the more Pi that you generate every single day on the app, and all you have to do is hit that button and it generates it. So for me, since I'm always fully transparent with you guys, I'll show you how much I'm making per day and how much I've made. I started mining Pi a couple days ago, and you can see at the top here, I've already mined about 200 Pi. And the vast majority of this comes from the 170 people who have used my link. Thank you guys very much for doing that. It's a super easy way to support the channel. And how that works is basically every one person who uses the link, I get 1 Pi. And then also it increases your Pi per hour. So you can see that I'm mining 0.32 Pi per hour, which after doing some quick math is almost $20 a day that I'm making in Pi right now. So pretty crazy, and that's definitely more profitable than all of my mining machines combined. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we'll see how long Pi's price stays elevated. I do worry a little bit, like other proof of work coins, that it may start to decline because there's not really any incentive to hold it. But so far it's been doing very good. And the only other side of that is that a lot of coins are potentially locked up, and maybe once those are unlocked, it will start to decline. But my hesitancy with it is the same as a lot of other proof of work coins and the price movement over the past year, is that when people are generating coins, they tend to sell them to get cash or switch to other coins for them. And there's that constant sell pressure that over a long period of time will bring the price of a coin down. So this is Zealous, my favorite GPU mineable coin, and its price has suffered this exact same issue that most proof of work coins have suffered from. They are going to just gradually decline over time. There may be some decent pumps, but over time they seem to go down. So my plan for Pi, I still can't even withdraw mine because I have to wait 25 more days to do the KYC before I can withdraw it. But once I can withdraw it, I probably am going to sell a decent amount of it. And I know a lot of you pioneers probably hate that, but I've just seen too many coins crash that are proof of work and have that constant sell pressure. Now I'm going to save some, but I probably will save a decent amount to cash out, because $20 a day for clicking a button on your phone is pretty nice. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more updates. I have some mining related content soon. I've made a lot of viewers from the Pi stuff lately. Thank you to all the new subscribers and to all the old guys. Thanks for watching. GPU mining and all that will be coming back soon. On the way out, be sure to check out the video on how to mine Pi, and I'll leave my whole playlist on how to set up AI trading bots and my different profits that I've made on my Bitcoin, One Ethereum, all that. Check them out, and thanks for watching.